sitting on a bench outside Union Station in Denver. Gonna head to the airport here in just a few minutes. But Kyle Shanahan just finished up his Monday conference call. And as we unpack everything from this 49ers loss to the Broncos, I think, just gauging what people are saying on social media, I think the most important message right now, if we're gonna evaluate this properly, evaluate this fairly, is you have to conjoin the 49ers when you analyze these games. You have to find a way to spread blame out and by extension also spread credit out when things happen, because the 49ers are such a rhythmic offense, and we're going to be talking and criticizing the offense a whole lot more than the defense, obviously, because the 49ers defense played generally a very good game. There are obviously a few plays here and there that didn't go their way, but even for those, I blame the offense. That was the issue in this game. And you go on social media and 25 to 30% of the people, sometimes it seems like more, maybe it's less, who knows, everybody just wants to put everything on Jimmy Garoppolo. Then there's another group of people, they want to put everything on Kyle Shanahan. And that's just not how football works, especially for a rhythmic offense like the 49ers. They're trying to work in lockstep, work in cohesion. There's a reason they could look so good on one drive and so terrible on another drive, and that's because one guy doesn't do his job or two guys don't do their jobs. And, I get it. It's easier to funnel your anger into one spot, so you lash out at the quarterback very often or lash out at the coach very often. But to me, like, you've got to conjoin. You've got to conjoin them. And Shanahan gave a couple great examples today during his conference call. Probably the two most damaging plays for the 49ers were the safety and Garoppolo's interception that was tipped up in the air and grabbed by former 49er linebacker Jonas Griffith. Both of those plays, nobody was open. And Kyle Shanahan said, you know what? Those are bad play calls by me. Both of those plays, Jimmy Garoppolo made bad play calls worse by making a bad decision. Luckily for the 49ers, he stepped out of the back of the end zone. It's funny that I say that was lucky for the 49ers, but would have been a pick six had he not pulled an Orlovsky and stepped out of the back of the end zone. So that one, the 49ers, I can't say they got away with it, but they got away with the worst possible scenario. The interception, they didn't get away with the worst possible scenario. Nobody was open. Jimmy forced one to Deebo Samuel. Jonas Griffith intercepted the pass. And Kyle said today, it's my fault. We called a bad play. I called a bad play, but Jimmy just can't make those plays worse. So when we talk about the 49ers offense needing to build rhythm moving forward, need to become more cohesive moving forward, I think it starts with that. I think it starts with quarterback protecting play caller, and then play caller needs to protect quarterback. So, that's why when the 49ers are playing well, which is probably going to happen again offensively because they have a track record of playing well with Garoppolo and Shanahan. I mean, it's been a productive quarterback coach, play caller, quarterback pairing for the 49ers, right? So, yeah, I mean, in all likelihood, the evidence tells us that they will turn this around and they will play better offensively than they did Sunday night. And when that happens, maybe we should let go of the stupid arguments that, people are saying, well, it's all Shanahan's scheme. And then other people say, oh, it's all Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, no, it's Shanahan and Garoppolo working together alongside the 10 other guys aside Garoppolo that are on the field. It's a team sport. It's a team effort. So by extension, when something bad happens, like a lot bad happened for the 49ers on Sunday, it's both Garoppolo and Shanahan at fault. It's very rarely just going to be one player, one person that should get the fair amount of blame. If we're looking at this fairly, it is a situation where plays are nuanced. Guys have jobs. Football is something where you're trying to create organization out of chaos. It's violent. And when that happens, it's not going to be the simple answer that social media always wants. Anyway, Shanahan just talked for, about 10 minutes on his conference call. He said Daniel Brunskill might come back this week. And he said, no, the 49ers are thinking about Daniel Brunskill as an interior offensive lineman, which to me it's interesting because Brunskill played so well at swing tackle in 2019. He's a former tight end in college at San Diego State. I think he's better on the exterior line, but the 49ers are looking at him strictly as a tackle, as a guard, and potentially a backup center. and you know, who knows, maybe they're going to want Brunskill to fill in for Jake Brendel. It was funny because Shanahan actually said on the play that the fumbled snap, he said that Brendel went on a 1 count while everybody else went on a 2 count, so he snapped it early, so that wasn't Garoppolo's fault. But maybe the 49ers want some insulation there. They're thinking Colton McKivitz to replace Trent Williams, who officially has a high ankle sprain. And I mean, McKivitz got a huge job. This might be, 4 to 6 weeks, maybe more, maybe a little bit less for Trent Williams, but he tried to return from a high ankle sprain quickly last year in the NFC Championship game against the Rams, and he regretted doing so. He thought later on, he said that allowing Colton McKivitz to play might have actually been better for the 49ers. So they're going to try to find rhythm offensively, and it's not just Garoppolo, it's not just Shanahan, it's everybody. Now, obviously, Shanahan and Garoppolo, that's the play caller quarterback combination. They're the most important pieces of this equation, so they'll get most of the scrutiny as they should, but it's wholly unproductive to try to place this on one camp or the other. It really is, because it's a little bit more productive to place it on both of them, but we still have to consider the big picture, because the 49ers are a rhythmic offense, and this rhythmic offense is trying to get all the pieces to flow, just like it has so many times in seasons prior when guys have been healthy enough to deliver. And that's the ideal to which the 49ers will try to return as we head into this Week 4 matchup against the Rams. Last year against the Rams at home, they did find that rhythm. So we'll see if they do it again here in 2022. So it's a longer week for the 49ers. They have 1 extra day, so that pushes everything back this week. Practice will start Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but a lot of content coming, maybe a little bit more here from Denver. I can show you guys where I'm at. This is that Union Station area. I did a video from here. Union Station behind me, just sunny that way. Got a nice little plaza. Beautiful day in Denver. It's 80 degrees again, but time to head back to the Bay Area. All right, everybody take care. Like and subscribe.